When I was growing up, one of the first gifts my dad gave as a book was a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. This book had a huge impact on my life, and in the next 5 minutes, I want to share the 7 key takeaways from the book. This will help those who have not read the book or those who have read it too long back, and probably it would be a refresher. Before going ahead, a quick word on the author. Dale Carnegie. He was a man who grew up in anonymity, humble background, and finally grew to international fame and of course wealth. And he credits his whole success to these principles which he has written in the book. So let's jump in quickly. The number 1, he says, be genuinely interested in other people. To me, the key operating word is genuine. Be genuinely curious. What does interested mean? Be curious. When they're talking, listen to them. Focus. They're talking about something which may not resonate with you immediately, but make the effort to pay attention, ask questions, and listen to them. Be genuinely interested in other people. Number 2, the world has become now like a global village. It's shrunk. There is one currency that works effectively everywhere. You don't need to know the local language, and that's smile. Smile works everywhere. Smile says that I like meeting you, I like talking to you. It conveys a message. Smile genuinely. Number 3, listening. We talked about it earlier. Listening is a superpower, and I've spoken about it in another video earlier. Listen to understand, not to respond. Listen. It's conveying a message again to the other person that you are important to me. What you say, I'm listening carefully. You ask the questions after you listen to understand more. Okay, so listening. Number 4, what do you think is the most sweetest word and the most important word for any person? It's their name. It's an effort, but you must try and remember people's names. And you meet a lot of people everywhere, but if you notice, some of the really, really successful people are very good with names. They meet somebody for a short while and then meet the same person after 5 years and they greet him by their name. This is a skill, and also how you use tools. There are a lot of tools available today. You can Google it, which will help you remember people's names. But that effort has to be done if you want to win friends, influence people. Okay. The next one is you have to be focusing on what's interesting to the other person. Okay. For example, and everything I say here has to be genuine. For example, you're going on a date, and the girl, first is you'll have to find out what is interesting to her, and the first thing and one thing you find is she likes chess, and you have no clue about chess. It's important to do homework, find out what this game is about, what's happening currently, how is this played, who are the stars in this game. It's an effort. Even if the other person later on realizes that this is something which is not deep rooted, but you have learned, the impact it makes, because she realizes that you have made this effort to learn, says that I think you're important. The sixth one is is actually a summary of all the above points, but also many more, is you have to make the other person feel important. Say you go on a customer call, you're a sales guy, you're going on a call, you're talking to the customer. It doesn't matter what your designation in your organization is, unimportant. What matters is that at the end of the meeting, how did you make the customer feel? If you made the customer feel important, you will have a positive outcome to your meeting. Remember this, you have to make the other person feel important, and it is genuine. So there's a lot of effort. All the 5 points above which I mentioned are important in this, but there could be many more things to do. The last point, which is, to me also a very big takeaway. You have to make an attempt to see the other person's point of view. Okay, you don't have to agree with their point of view, but there has to be a genuine attempt to understand why are they thinking the way they are thinking. What is it? What are they seeing which is different from the way I am seeing? Very important. Try and understand the other person's point of view. These are to me the 7 key takeaways from this book. And in today's world, the one skill you need to master, to get success, is how to win friends and influence people. This is the bottom line. This is how you build your networks. This is how you can influence people to supporting your point of view. Everything you do will depend on this skill. And for this skill, these 7 principles are vital. If possible, read the book or listen to this video again and take down those points and work on it. Each of them would probably need a lot more detailing. These are the 7. We'll talk about them in some other video later. Hope this is useful to you. Till the next time, stay unstoppable.